I greet you with peace. I greet you with love. Wabowie wabava. Wabibi negechai. Please share this message. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Let's discuss. Let's talk to ourselves. Let's reason with ourselves. Ronda, when a day agbe, iriohe ke no moya afien o. Ore de agbe omen yon parogbon no we de no be. That's very dangerous for your brain. Please share it. I'll play music, then we'll start from there. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Today's topic is a kind of a topic which many people don't like, of course, but we still have to talk about it because we cannot only give you honey because it tastes so good. Rhonda, when we are not talking about the real foundation of African problems, then we are not ready for solution. Every wise people on earth, when there is a problem, you try to go to the roots of the problem so you can know the origin of that problem, which will now enable you to track the problem and find solution. Sometimes, some problems is not coming to even finish you. Some problems are coming to teach you something new. So I see the chaos in Africa as another opportunity for Africans to learn, as another opportunity for Africans to grow. Because what is the problem? When you have a group of people who are so indoctrinated, who are so brainwashed, then you can't expect anything better. The only thing you can see from them is chaos. And that chaos is not really their faults. That chaos is a manifestation of those doctrines that have absolutely no connection with them. What am I trying to share with you is this. Every human being on earth, every group of people on earth, all manifested, all have a different mentology, idea of what life is all about. And all these different groups on earth are all following the track of how God, universe, helped them to manifest in this earth. Yeah, I will be breaking it down little so that it's not so complicated for some people. What I'm trying to share with you this evening, Happy New Month, everyone. What I'm trying to share with you this evening is, if you are disconnected from your authentic nature, then that life force in you is being pushed aside. What is left alone now is the shaft. And that shaft can be easily manipulated by anyone and can be easily used by anyone, because the power and the force behind it is not there anymore. Let me break it down more. Wetin I dey try wan share with you now be say, if you be human being and that essence of that being in you, not forget human and a being. What is a being? Let's start from there. You are an entity that is existing even without flesh. That's where spirituality comes in. So when you now have flesh, which you call body, you come through womb, of course, you develop your body through the womb. The baby comes down, then your soul comes down. Your soul is never in the womb. Your soul comes after. Okay. When you are now a complete human being, and you now as a person don't have any access or any connection to that your spiritual essence, which is that being, that force, that life, that energy within you, then what you have now is just nothing. Then, if you are now in that state of being nothing, anybody can feed you any lies. Anybody can show you and say this is the direction. You have no option. You follow. You follow because that thing within you that is supposed to choose, that thing within you that is supposed to navigate you towards that your right path is not existing anymore within you. What am I trying to explain to you now? Thousands of years before Africa was being invaded, don't forget, Africa was invaded in kind of like 3 different type of invasion. Everybody just only know, they invade Africa, use Africa for slavery. No, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than your natural resources. It's deeper than just take people and put them in slave ship. It's deeper than that. What was done to you has never been done to any group of people since the history of humanity. So the black man you see today, when I say black man, I mean all Africans. The black man you see today has been modernized, has been transformed, and now he has no relationship with self. The black man of today has been programmed to think and project something as God outside of himself. Meanwhile, thousands of years before all this invasion, we had wonderful ancestors, great people, thousands of years even before Moses was born. Don't forget, Moses was the one who wrote the book of Genesis. Even before Moses was born, we had people already in Africa building civilization. They understand the concept already, like, don't do this. This is not fair. Meaning they know the difference between good and evil. And then when you also go hundreds of thousands of years back, we have a lot of great empires all around Africa who were so deeply connected to this other realm, which you can call spirituality, which governs this earth. Because this earth is like a baby, and she have her own mother. So which means the earth is like this, and there is another big body that covers the earth. That's why things you see with your naked eyes is not up to 30% of what is really in the reality you are living. You cannot see what your mind has not been prepared for. So because you cannot see what your mind has not been prepared for, that's why people hijack your mind and transform that mind and feed in other information so that you can be viewing things from one paradigm. So the greatest crime that has ever been done to Africans is the psychological torture, the psychological invasion. That's the first most dangerous type of invasion that happened to Africa. Psychological invasion, spiritual invasion, before you now talk of the rest, which everybody knows. But I am more focused on the psychological aspect and the spiritual aspects, because we talk about colonization. Many people have absolutely no idea of what is colonization. What they just know is, you both come and they take over our land, they come, they rule us, later we can't get independent, we can't free. That's just what a normal average black man understands. But it is deeper than that. What was done to you was perfectly orchestrated, was perfectly planned and perfectly designed. For more than 300 years, Europe was coming to Africa to study. In Egypt, in Timbuktu, they come to study and make sure they understand how these people think, how they are connected, and how their spiritual orientation is. These studies was very important for them. The reason why it was important for them is before you can make a man your slave, you have to be able to break their spirits. When you cannot break their spirits, you cannot breed slaves, which means you can only breed a slave from a man who is completely detached from his own natural essence. So to come into Africa, if you observe what happened in Africa, the first people that came were the missionaries. And this was perfectly planned because they have studied you. Like Benin Kingdom, for example, Benin is a priesthood society. It's like it's a very special sacred place where everybody is connected to one another, and there is a big bond that bound the people. So a people like that, before you can divide them, you need to create a kind of a doctrine which will penetrate that mist, that circle that bound them. The doctrine, if the doctrine can penetrate there and distract many to face other direction, then you can successfully create a division among the people. But what really happened to Africa was people were not thinking that what was coming to enslave them. Because we are so naturally obsessed about knowledge. So when these informations were coming, we're just like, okay, wow. So you people also have a God, a new God. Okay, is the better God. They were listening. The wise ones never ever paid attention. But as time goes, many were being captured. And what really captured many was, it was the first time for many to have that kind of like experience of being taught about something. Before then, what they hear was parable, was incarnation, was different proverb to explain spirituality. Many who were not priests or they were not really so deep inside. So the normal average citizen was just existing. As far as Ohenro, they take care of everything. They do the rituals at Wedding River. Anything that needs to be done, they always take care of those things. So they never care. But when foreign knowledge starts coming, new information start coming, this was so interesting because there was nothing like that. What they had was not structured like that. And that's exactly the effect of the psychological campaign. Because what happened? The religion that was brought to Africa was not new to Africa. These are African stories that was edited, restructured, repackaged, and sold back to Africans. Why was it important for it to be restructured, repackaged, and sold back to Africa? Because those that play the games, they understand very well that these African people, they are so spiritually aligned with themselves. And the only way we can be able to really manipulate and control them and make them our slaves is to make sure we introduce something different to them that will substitute that one which they feel so connected to. Because for as long as we can disconnect them from their true nature, then they can be a perfect and a simple slaves for us to control. That's why till today, all over Africa, what you have are religious freaks. These are people, they're so obsessed with religion. Anything that have to do with religion, it makes their mind blow. Because why? There is no common understanding of their environments and how they connect to the environment. Something has taken all these things away and project it into the sky. So everybody have to look into the sky to pray. Nobody's connected to the mother nature, to the mother earth around them. Meanwhile, thousands of years before this alien doctrine come, their ancestors, meaning our ancestors, were so connected to the mother earth. They understand that everything is energy. They understand the element, the 5 elements. They know how to work with all these elements. They know how to manipulate all these elements and make it, bend it and make it becomes their own will. They know how to connect with this mother nature, which is also God, because don't forget, nature is God. So they were so aligned and in peace with their nature. But what this foreign doctrine come now to do, not just to only divide us, because don't forget, now there's a big separation. Some people now, when they see you, the first question is, which church should they go? When the moment they know you don't do all those things, you don't go to church, they are kind of like scared, very scared of you. It's not their fault. These are all programming. These are all programming. So what Africa is facing right now is a strong psychological warfare. And the only thing that can free Africa, whether Nigeria, all of them, in one box, the only thing that can free black people from this psychological warfare is to go back to their spirituality. Because for as long as you keep running this lane they have positioned you now, that will take you nowhere. It's always self-destruction. It's always a place that will make out that frustration within you, and at the end you will end up doing things you don't really understand. Because why? You are a living deity of its own. And now somebody is making you believing that you are nothing but one thing they create, they mold out of soil that they breathe life into. While in reality, you are deeper and bigger than that. First, that has already demoted you. So what you have now is, you have people who are like kings, believing like a slave. Because why? They don't remember that they are kings. They believe now they are slaves and they have to kneel down to beg. So what is going on with Africa is very deep. This is not something people easily understand. This is not even the type of teaching people like. It is so. And it is okay that it is so, because it is what it is. The only hope for Africa is for Africa to go back to their true nature, is for Africa to connect back to their true essence, is for Africa to connect back to that which make them feel and belongs to the human family. If Africa don't do that, no matter you cry when they cry, no matter how this prayer jumpy what they do, it will always be the same cycle. And they don't do this cycle now since more than 450 years. But if they know, although many don't they wake now, because thanks to our ancestors are coming out to really help a lot. So our African people are waking up. But the rate is so slow. It's so slow. We are too few. It's so slow that it's very difficult for it to make an impact. But the only solution for Africa problem is for Africa to accept and say, I forgive myself. And I connect back to my own natural source. I connect back to my own authentic essence. Without we don't do that, you are like a rebel. You are like a betrayer. Because your ancestors, for thousands of years, they built a beautiful kingdom. They built a peaceful home. They built a peaceful society where everything was a peace and harmony. And now you are seeing all those things as evil. We know it is not your fault. It is not your fault because somebody has hijacked that mind. Somebody has teach you doctrines which you have absolutely no connection with. But for as long as you keep following that doctrine, the message now for you is, you will always be in that lane of pains. you will always be in that lane of suffering. You will always be in that lane of confusion. And this is not because you don't deserve good things. No, of course you deserve good things. But the natural way which you are created is not being recognized. You are seeing yourself from the lens of another man. You are seeing yourself from the eye of another man. And the more you do that, the more all this suffering and everything will always be in place. Some people always wonder, why is it that Africa have everything that is needed for normal human beings to be very successful, but yet Africa is still so backward? People wonder, why is it always so? Why is it always so? It is so because you have become a rebel to your own self. You have become a rebel to your own truth. When people are trying to give you knowledge, it irritates you and you run away. When people are teaching you something that did not go well with your own comfort zone, you start feeling uncomfortable and you push it away and you run away. But these things are your only solution, are the only hope. A lot of people will argue, yeah, but religion is not a problem. Why other people who are religious, why are they doing better? You have to look around the world. Look around the whole world. The people that are doing better here on earth are people who are completely in line with what their own natural essence is. If you want to use Europe to compare Africa and say Europe is Christian, but Nigeria is also Christian, why is Nigeria not getting better? Then, hello brother, please, I would like to, let me read this comment. Please, I would like you to come in to discuss, because I totally disagree with what you're saying. Yes, my number. I believe you are educated because because it is dangerous to speak against what you don't know. No, you're not. You don't understand it. What you have to understand is this: as a people, when you don't connect to your own essence, you can never do well as a people. That is facts. Regardless whether you are already so deep inside the religion or not, when you are not connected to your own true essence, you can't go anywhere. Look around you today. Look at your city today. All you see is chaos. And you know why it is like that? You have group of people who don't have knowledge of what they are. You just think, I am ordinary human being. There is no such thing as ordinary human being. So you are living in a reality where your own truth is being hidden from you, and you are scared of your own mystery. So when you don't have access to your own mystery to really know what you really are, to really know what you bring really to this life, then you can't expect anything good. You can't expect anything different. It will always be in the same cycle. This teaching is not to tell you to forget what you believe, but this teaching is to help you to start thinking again. Because we know what was done to you. We know the campaign. We know what Augustus and Pope Constantino, we know how they manipulate the book. King James summon hundreds of different scholars to rewrite the book again. We know why they are teaching you theology. We know why they are giving you all these books to enslave the people. So the problem of Africa is religion. If you can get rid of religion and allow the people to activate that which really come with them to life, You will rule the world. But they don't want you to rule the world. They want you to be a slave who will always pray and hope for something better. Look at Nigeria as example. Nigeria have some of the biggest churches now in the world. Look at the chaos in Nigeria. More than 100 million people are living below the level of poverty. You know what that means? A nation who claim to be so religious and so in love with their God suffer more than nations who don't even have any idea, who is not even interested in anything about those things. Go and look at North Korea. These people has been isolated from the whole world. The things they are still achieving, their country, the way is still being structured. Nigeria, who is exposed to the whole world, don't even have 30% of what North Korea have. So it's time for our people to start thinking. The moment we have now is a moment whereby you have to think. You have to think, because the mind has already been hijacked. And the only way for you to free now from that cage is for you to start thinking outside the box. If you still believe your ancestors are evil, if you still believe what your ancestors believe are demonic, that means you are brainwashed. That means something is wrong with you. That means somebody has hijacked your mind. That means your soul has been poisoned. You will not see it like that. It is normal. Same way like a drunkard will not say, I am drunk. So that is normal. We understand the process. But what we are sharing with you now today is start allowing space for an open debate. Start allowing space in your head for new information. Start allowing space for something fresh. So when you hear something new, try to research it. Try to find out more about it. Try to go and know more about it. Stop believing. Start knowing. Because believing is your problem. And that's what religion do. Believe. You know why they tell you to believe? Because believe is, in another word, means belie. To lie to your own self. It means you don't know. You have no option. You just have to accept it. Faith, believe. Take away faith and belief, nothing exists anymore right there. Nothing exists anymore. Then it becomes so empty. Then it becomes so open. But when you know something, it's a different thing from believing. So for Africa or Nigeria to ever overcome all these problems, because I see people, they always complain about bad government, we need you to. I always laugh. Deep inside of me, I always laugh. What do these people think is going on? You think your government is the problem? You think your government is your problem? You think we'll just put a youth there, then everything will settle. Not be desperate, let it talk any as a youth. What I'm trying to tell you is, your problem is deeper than you can even think. Those in charge to manipulate you, those in charge to control you, those who have taken it upon themselves to make you their slaves and their property, they are not joking and they don't sleep. They are using all the tools necessary. So if you say you are not a Christian, boom, they catch you with Islam. Because not the same box. Not the same box. So what religion is doing to you is, religion is caging your mind and not allowing you to think outside the box, because they know that from the moment you start thinking outside the box, then you start having questions, then you start to wonder, then you want to know more. But now you don't ask questions, you don't want to know more because you believe you got it already. That's how the trap of religion function. So for Africa to ever grow, if you are listening now, go and write it down. For Africa to ever grow, we must, is Sankofa, you must have to look back. We must have to look back and look for the missing link and then reconnect that missing link. Without that, Africa will just always be a slave and always be in the position where they are now. That is how they are designed to stay. But something new is happening newly now, because we have some fresh ancestors who are coming back and really activating our people. So many Africans are really starting to wake up. Many Africans are start to really think, what is this story they even told us about? Where is this book even coming from? Because when you start doing research and knowing history, then you know that the book has been lying to you. It hurts a lot. It will hurt you a lot, because what you have believed all your life, you just wake up one day and you find out that you have been lied to. It's so depressing. I understand all this. It's a process. I thought I was there before. So it's a process. After a while, you just get used to it and you start following the new path. But the point right now is this. If your God is alive, I mean the religion God they give you, ask yourself, with all the prayer everybody in Africa is praying, why is this God not answering those prayers? Why is it that nations that did not even pray at all, they don't even want to hear prayer for a year, they are all doing well? Why is it so? Have you ever sit down and just think, why? Why? Why is it that only the pastors, the reverends, the imams, they are the only one getting richer and the people poorer? Why is it so? Why? So African problem is a very deep thing. And to start solving it, you must be ready to step out of your comfort zone. If you want to sit in your comfort zone and just enjoy your comfort zone and think, I beg you, I don't know. You are putting yourself and your knowledge at risk. Because why do I add the knowledge? The information you are feeding your mind now is sinking deep down into your DNA, and you are passing it to the next generation to come. And that is exactly how it was passed over to you. And that is why Africa problem now becomes so deep. So deep that some people cannot even see it at all. You have to have some kind of extraordinary way of viewing things before you can really understand the core of African problem. So when you disconnect a dog or a bird from their own being, from their own essence, from their own thing, then they become just like a plastic toy. That's what men have become now. When they disconnect you from your spiritual reality, then you are just a tool. Then you become just something that can be used. Then you become just something that anybody can control. Then you don't even have the force to bring anything, to manifest anything. Then what you can see is all chaos, and chaos. And if you look at Africa now, why everything is so chaotic today is because of this disconnection. So to fix Africa, you, me, everybody have to start reconnecting to their true essence, to their authentic self, to how they are really made. Because why? God or universe, however you understand these things to be, when humans start manifesting on earth, every humans have their different tribes, their different clan, and their different cycle which they come out from. So as time goes on, every human have to always connect through their own psyche and their own understanding of what spirituality is. Because don't forget that religion is a spiritual expression of what is the manifestation of what the spiritual orientation is. So, which means if you want to follow my religion, it means my culture, my religion now have to dominate you. Because why? If this is my own cultural expression of what spirituality is, let's say Christianity, for example. Christianity, let's say the church. This is a kind of a European cultural expression of what spirituality is. Although it's very deep, because you have to also, you can still split it. All Europe are not Christians. But let's just put it like that. So if you as an African, now say, I am a Catholic, or I am this, I am that, whatever title or the umbrella, because all this religion, they have different umbrellas. Whatever umbrellas you now position yourself, what you have to know today, if you don't know it before, is you are expressing spirituality through the culture and the understanding of another separate people. And you cannot do that without hating yourself, which means they have to make you hate your ancestors. They have to make you hate your people. They have to make you hate things which normally you belong to. For that process to happen, that's why they give you baptism. That's why they give you baptism. But that is a kind of separate. I'm just trying to keep it light today. We have dealt with this topic many times. I just see it as a need this evening to throw it out again. Because if you have followed the teaching I did before, that was even a series, Effect of Religion and the Damage it caused to your soul. If you have not listened to those teachings, go and listen to it from series 1 to series 4. Then you will understand how religion and also I cannot go back there again. All this I'm doing, I just like, let me also drop this one here. So if you have interest in all those things, it's on this page and it's also on our YouTube channel, so you can go and review it for yourself again to have those knowledge. Because knowledge is not cheap. To be a zombie is easy and cheap, but knowledge is very expensive. So what I'm sharing with you this evening is, you must connect. You should connect with that which makes you feel a part of the human family. When you are connecting with something that is completely outside your cycle, outside your own cycle, then you have to hate yourself. So it's self-hate. That's why you see a lot of Christians today, when they hear anything ancestors, they believe those one are demon. They believe those one are devil. They believe those one are bad thing, because they are being brainwashed. They don't even know the functions of the ancestors. They don't even know what is an ancestors and the role of the ancestors. All they just know is ancestors now people who don't die. That's just all they don't know. Even the Benin language also try to break it down. Any cow normal, those are ahead of you. So if you are wise, you be picky will get brain. You suppose listen to those ahead of you. That's why I love Benin language. It's so idiomatic in its own expression. And that makes me love the language. Because I know or why any cow no. Meaning these ones don't live for earth, they don't come out. Okay, then I need to get information from them, from that side where they did, how that side they play. Not be book where one person give you, they tell you, say, na so. All the stories of the creation where the Bible was stolen. All the stories where you hear for Bible was stolen. If you want to call me for a debate, call me for debate. I'll bring proofs for you. Go and read the Pyramid Text, a book that is 30,000 years old. Bible and all the stories just 7,000 years, which is yesterday. We have been existing for far long. So you cannot just see one angle and believe this is it. No, nothing is it. And in case you don't know, the religion you are practicing today is even different from the message that the religion is even trying to give you. For example, let's assume the whole story about Jesus Christ and everything. Let's assume all those stories are true. I know they are not truth. I know they are borrowed. I know where they were borrowed from. But no problem. Let's assume it for you that everything is true. Do you know that church today don't even follow the principles of Christ? Do you know that Jesus Christ, when he was alive, he was not even a Christian? Do you know he was not a Christian? Muhammad, when he was alive, he was not a Muslim. Buddha, when he was alive, he was not a Buddhist. Church was created 300 years after the death of Jesus Christ. Do you know what that means? As you are now, you will die. 300 years later, somebody will start telling your story. Even if we know even the story and everything never it never existed. We know the real story, that all those things was being taken from. It was just like a duplication of a document that was reprinted and repackaged and re-given to the people. And the only motive was to enslave you. They did not introduce you to God because they love you. This is what I want you to know. Your oppressor can never show you a God that will save you. Your oppressor can never show you the truth. For me to make you my slave, I have to keep knowledge to myself, which I will starve you of, which will make you bow and follow me. That is how these things work. And that is why Africans are their knees and following their slave masters, because they are not entitled to knowledge. They are not entitled to power. All these things has been hidden from them. What has been given to them now is now fiction. And you still wonder why your politician not fit do anything. No, he no fit. He no fit because the conscious self of the continent itself is so chaotic. So now a black man, now chaotic beings. Everything that have to come out from you is chaos. Fight, chaos, destruction, lie, 419, corruption. Everything now go to come out from you, because that's your real essence. Will connect you to your resource. Not they exist again. So your only hope, the only hope you really have is to start taking those steps and connecting back to yourself. A man is bigger than what they make you believe. A man is more than what they introduce to you. A man is more than what they told you about. So you have to free yourself from this mental slavery. You have to free yourself from this mind control. Because not until you free yourself, all those prayers, all those things where you wish, say, yeah, may you change now, may Africa good. All those things can never exist. Meaning, today, if you are still worshiping a foreign god outside Africa, you are the problem of Africa. If we want to sanitize and clean Africa, a lot needs to be done. That's why I always laugh when I see people looking for a solution. I just laugh. Because if we say make we really clean Africa, not just the politician be your problem. All those your daddy Gio, All those your daddy, pastor, geo, general verse, all those people, they are creating more damage than your presidents. You will argue it. You will argue it because you don't understand the level of damage they are doing to you. It is a religion mind. It is a religion tools to cripple your mind that will make you think that God go touch your governor heart go do road. For you to even think and say, I beg God go touch your heart may do road. For you to even think like that, something is wrong with you. That's why una dey worship una governors, una dey worship una president, una dey worship una senators, because they have introduced you to men. And that man I have told you, he is a man of God, will go help you or lead you towards God. So automatically, now man be your God. We have to learn how to have a free mind. Some people don't want to hear this because they have been programmed not to hear this type of information. They have been programmed not to hear this type of informations. You are the problem of Africa. If you are still under the control and still worshiping a God outside of Africa. Of course. Obota, good evening, my beloved brother. I missed you. Of course. That is the truth. So we have people who are self-rebellious. Self-rebellious. Just look at Benin Kingdom, for example. For more than 2,000 years, we built a very magnificent empire. Beautiful people. We know they get doors. Meaning we don't get thief. We know the fear say thief go go enter house. We know the hear say man rape woman. We know the hear say person just go carry key or a key wife, key husband, or husband, key wife. We know the hear all those things. Meaning 2,000 years, they don't get any relationship with whether all those foreign gods, but they know themselves and they build themselves and they achieve a lot. Okay, since one of those foreign deities, not deities as they call them, since one of those foreign deities come into play now, what have African achieved? So if you are wise and they give you a book and say, solve these people problem, let's even assume you are not African, and they say, diagnose these people, see and check and tell us what is their problem. What you have to do is to look at where they are coming from and look at where they are and try to project where they will be going. When you do this analysis, then you see that, okay, teacher don't teach them nonsense. They have been exposed to something to enslave them. They have been exposed to something to cage them. They have been exposed to something that disconnects them. Imagine a normal typical Edo person or Yoruba person, a guy which tribe you come from, because this one not be tribal thing. This is bigger than a tribe self. People who wage war in Africa, they don't care about your tribe. Everybody, as far as you dark for skin, you be victim. You are a victim. So imagine now a woman who is a reincarnated deity herself, with different entity coming with her to life. Now there is what I understand, like spirit, different spirit follow her come life, come follow her work for this life to take achieve something. So because that woman now was born now into a family where the parents don't know themselves, they will not think that something is wrong with her. Adomwe Swazen, Adotie Sogbanji, Adotie Sona, different name they will call the people. Some will even give jungle justice. They'll say, na winch, those are the demonization. Then it doesn't stop there. This same lady now who come with these different energies now to earth will not be subjected to one man saying, come who deliver you, who pray for you, come who baptize you. Remember what they tell them, they want baptizing. Return back to water no more, meaning they believe say you be water spirits, and they believe say they need to free you and detach you from water spirits, so that means you for not go back to water. So the question now is this: if we now know say this earth na 3D, meaning na physical 3D illusion, and now you know say other things that will follow you on this earth, we know they show, because this one are 3D, meaning 3D mean those, in case of those who don't know, materials, solid mental. Now be this reality where this realm where they call earth, so when people they call life. Yes. Okay. If all these things follow you on life, and nobody they see all these things, and because you don't get the knowledge of what these things mean, it will come be like say they disturb you, because you don't know the language, you don't know how to connect with them, because nobody teach you, your family don't know anything, that you only born, you come, and you can't be like you're for life, no problem. After all those chaos now, at the end they go put you, land you for church. So the pastor now, the reverend now, however their title is, go say one deliver you. Automatically, what is secret way people don't know now, they're not they deliver you. What they are doing is they are cutting that thing where they make you they connected to those things that come with you to life. So when they don't successfully disconnect you completely, just like you disconnect something come up from electric, no connection again, then you can't say you don't free. But not knowing say they just made you now become a robot and a zombie where could follow track they go. So no problem. You go follow all those track now. Let's say if you are not lucky till you hold and die, then you go come die now. Die not be real. So if you hear the word die not here, that means birth. But religious people still believe say na real. No problem. So since you believe say na real, you can't die now. Then you now make yourself vulnerable. Because why? Things will follow you con life, you don't disconnect from them. Now on the side the side where they promise you say you they go, say they don't build hearts wait for you. Because don't forget, religion only catch you because of fear. If you don't respect the law, you're born for a fire. Now be the only reason devil and God partner. So heaven and hell. Either if you not do this one, you go here. If you do this one, you go here. So black and white, now they show it gives you. Yeah, I always laugh because for me this thing's funny now. Even my kid don't already even understand all these things, but no problem. A lot of adults are still stuck in it. But what I'm trying to share now with you is, if you are not disconnected from your own real essence, and now you don't die, you don't come out from body, your own being now, and now you don't get permission to go back to your authentic home, because all these years where you live for what you call life, you don't get any connection with them, you don't get any intimacy with them, you be like outcasts. Fine. You don't come out now from this realm, you don't dare the astral world now. That time your belief will come to play. You believe already say angel come pick you. You believe say they'll judge you. You believe say if you do bad thing, you'll go to hellfire. You believe say if you do good thing, you go to heaven. And you yourself know your own heart say all your life you know use and do good thing. But you now they convince yourself say God go understand. You now they convince yourself say God will understand. So the point I'm trying to share with you now is, you are putting yourself in a vulnerable position when you allow anybody or anything to disconnect you from your own authentic self. We are spirits taking a ride in the body. We are not the body. So if anybody want to teach you, say they need to disconnect anything or deliver you from anything where they thought say be your problem, then just know, say the people, they want make you they vulnerable. But these are the effects of religion. They will disconnect you from your own truths and put you in a box where you have no option than to wait. What are you even waiting for? You don't know. The only thing you have is faith and belief. That's the only tools you have. But it's not your fault. We are not blaming you. It's not your fault. What we are not sharing with you is, this is a campaign that was specifically designed and organized to brainwash you, to make you confused, to put you in a chaotic state, so that the consciousness of the mother Africa itself can all be chaotic. Have you ever asked yourself, why is Africa so chaotic? Ask yourself. Africans are the only people on earth that hate their own selves. You go bleach your skin because you believe, say, now fair, now fine. You go use chemical burn your brain cells because you believe, say, if your hair weak, if fall like this, now you fine. And all these things, now people design your mind to think like that. Now people install those programs for you to function like that. You have to understand the mind of a man. The mind of a man, you feel your user as a computer. When you get computer now, brand new computer, the computer is useless even if it's a brand new. You need to start now the install application, install different things, different things what you need before that computer will be useful to you. Now so the mind be. In the mind, if nothing there, the mind is just an empty space. So now things where you download, where you install, that's why reading is good. Things where you download, things where you install, now you can take the know, they get sense. I be man. Why you tell no say you be man? Because the society where you dey, they don't tell you say a person stand strong, he get penis, he get strong arms, that is man. Male. If person stand, he gets something will come out like this, and he get vagina, that is female. Now society tell you like that. You don't know whether you be man where you dey your man belly. You don't know that you be man, you don't know that you be woman. So from the day when they born you, the programming start. Now they will teach you this one a table, and they will teach you this one a lamp, this one a light. So from there, your mind go to absorb those different information. You can't grow. They can't tell you your name. They call you your name. So tomorrow when you hear El Sato, you turn. Because why? Now that one your mother call you, now your party call you. So from there you can't know. See my papa, see my mama. You can the smell and everything. You can't build all your senses. You they touch something. You they know. Look a baby. See the way baby till they grow. You go understand what they talk to you about. So the mind now information, and they make the mind become useful to himself. So the question now is, what type of information have they been feeding you since you are young? That's the question you start asking yourself. Because now, many of you now today will be Christian. They born you for a Christian home. Every Sunday that they dress you up, carry you go church. You they sit down for children session. From there you can't grow, enter children choir. From there you can't grow. You can't still be normal youth for church. You know they go church program. They follow church fellowship. All those things. So that program. Now you take come become man where you be. You can't still born. You not get option. You put your pikin into the same programming. Una they follow the same process. Not be your fault. All these things now special program that was designed to keep you busy for nothing. They just want to keep you busy for nothing because they know say if you know yourself, you activate the things will follow you con life. You stay connected to the things will follow you con life. The way you take the view this world go different. And you know yourself. Okay, now they say the lights go there Africa. Everywhere go the bright, everywhere go they illuminate, everything go get life. No, they don't want it to be so. If everything get life for Africa, then the whole world will be African slaves. They have been there before. Nobody want to go back there again. So now it's now up to you. If you want to allow those old programs continue to run, if you want to allow those old doctrines continue to run, it's now up to you. My biggest problem is not even really with the pastors or religious leader, to be honest with you. My biggest problem is with the African traditionals and spiritual practitioners. My problems with them. African traditional and spiritual practitioner, many of them don't understand the psychological warfare we are in today. Many of them don't even have a clue. But I don't blame them too much that they don't have clue, because many of them betrayed their people already. Since the past 1,000 years, a lot of African cultures and African people has been busy betraying themselves. Meaning, if I want to fight you, because say I want to get gun, I want to get superior power, I'll go join Christianity to take dominate over you and your people. So with time, now I don't want to go there sharp, but with time, now those many points can't take full everywhere. But the point you have to understand now, why I include the spiritual practitioners, is this. Those spiritual practitioners, whether you want to call the herbalist, native doctor, whatever names where you want to name them to be, those spiritual practitioners, I see them, their failure now be the manifestation of all this chaos. We know already say there is a psychological warfare. We know already what they go on. But go around Africa, only few tribes now they build institution to tell and lecture their people of who they are, what they are, what their spiritual orientation are, and how they come into existence. Many Africans today don't know their own mythology. They don't know their own story of creation. Aside Bible, you push your Bible aside. Within that your culture, wetin na people believe say be life. Our life they come. Many Africans don't know these things today. Nobody ever teach them. Because why? We can start to get some people where their greed and ego take over. So waiting they know, they believe, say they need to keep our secrets so that make you they respect them. They're not going to share them. They're going to keep on. It can become like a cult. So when you're not there inside, you're not there exposed to all those secrets. So normal average Africa, you're going to grow like tree, like stick way grow for inside bush where nobody plants. You're they grow anyhow, no information, no knowledge. And meanwhile, in ancient days, it wasn't so. So the damage started at the least 1,000 years ago, because I know why. The damage started 1,000 years ago because before then, as an African, we are priesthood in nature. So when they born you, they orient you. This is who we are. This is our society. This is our language. This is what we believe. And this is how we were created. So before you reach the age of 15, you don't get knowledge of self. You don't know already who you be. Now make ancient day we get great men. So great men who know themselves, who can stand, fight, defend, and do great things to protect themselves. Why do you think we don't have great men again today? Because the men of today have no knowledge of self. The men today have no knowledge of self. So when you take a knowledge away from man, that man become animal. Because the only difference between animal and a man now knowledge and the frequency and vibration where you carry, and your frequency and vibration depends on the knowledge where you get from mind. When you not get any knowledge from mind, you and pig, you and goats not get difference. If you want know born pikin, put her inside somewhere, not teach her anything, leave her make you grow like tree. You see the way you take the behave. You see and say, hey, this one, what's happen? Yes. That's why they train children. They teach them something. So if you can be adults, you think say you don't grow, you think say you don't get money, you think say you don't walk, you think say you don't get car, you don't get house, oh, you don't see the born. Because of that, you don't get anything to learn again. If you think you still have nothing to learn, And read this last comment. Say the white told us creation started in the Garden of Eden. Same white man told us the world started from Big Bang Theory. we have decoded all those things now. On a very good day, I will do a special, maybe either here or somewhere else, but no problem. I will still check and balance that. I want to break down the esoteric knowledge behind the Bible. Yes, although it will be serious because it's not very long information. It will be serious because why? The problem, I have to really do this. Because the problem people are having is they don't understand the Bible. They don't understand. They just think, I read it. No, that's not how it functions. If you read Bible like that, they don't catch you with that. Before you understand Bible, you need to get vast knowledge in poetry. You need to have very deep, vast knowledge in poetry. Because why? A poet, they do word play. For example, a poet will tell you something like this now. A poet will tell you something about this thing. But they talk about this thing, they talk to you about something different. But if you don't understand poetry, you have to say, now this thing they talk about, no. So the knowledge, that's why ancient day Bible was a crime. If you read down now, big crime, they will execute you. It was not for ordinary man. You know why it was like that? Because the knowledge in that book is not for an ordinary man. It's not for a common man. No, you'll be book and say, hey, you don't read, you don't know. No. You have to understand the esoteric meaning. When they say garden, Eden, apple, Eve, Adam, snake, you need to know the meanings of these words. Now you have to think and say, now one man and woman, they want garden, one snake can't tell them, say, eat apple, they can't eat and God converse. No. It's deeper. But I'll take a special day for that because, those are deep knowledge that you need time to really break down. Now I'm going to be special class and I will make it as a series. Yes, and I'll focus more on the story of Jesus because people need to understand that Jesus was not a man. Your state of mind, the frequency where they operate on, that's what Jesus represents. Maybe that light where they your hearts there. So if you still think say it was a man, you have been captured. You are an hostage. But no problem, we understand, we'll get there. So the point I'm really trying to share with you this evening is, I don't meant to make you feel uncomfortable. That's not my intention. My intention here is to make you know that if you love Africa, and you dey wish and hope, may better thing come out from Africa, then you need to start to connect to your ancestral heritage. You need to start to connect to those things will make you human. Why you think say you get gene? Why do you think you have gene? You have DNA. Why do you think you have it? All these things carried informations. And these informations must be kept and protected for it to manifest. But if you are interrupting the information within yourself, then all you will see is chaos. 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 We have more churches in Nigeria than companies. Then why you expect me poverty not full everywhere? How you can't expect me poverty not there everywhere? See the other one that day now, 18 billion naira, 90 build church. Do you know how many companies you feel use 18 billion naira build? You know how many people you feel give work with 18 billion naira? The person using a build church. Then you constantly see the members who don't know anything. They go there, yeah, our church fine, oh, our church big, oh. Africa. So the solution of Africa now for us to look back. If you have a contribution, you can feel free to call because I will make it fast. So now I have to round it up. Yeah. So the solution of Africa is to look back. When you look back, then you will know where the problem is starting from. Then you will know how to start healing. Because what is going on in Africa now, the consciousness is so chaotic. It's so chaotic. We have chaotic energy conflicting and jamming each other. We have ancient deities, new deities. We even have some we never get where they stay. Everything may any yaga ye piri of Africa. Or ye piri. The conscious self is not balanced. Why? Because you have become a rebel of your own self. A denier of your own self. Many of your ancestors, many of the things that come with you to life, they are willing and ready to work with you. But you are too busy. You go just see the same person where they busy saying they church, in the church. Before you know, after church, you don't dey beer parlor, you don't dey club. The same person, you go here say call people, they fight, go see key person. I in a usher for church. So church now, I know it's not everybody, so don't get me wrong. But church now become like a canopy to cover everything. And to just take cover your paint time. That's why if you want to see witches and wizards, go church. You see those your women leader, those not them. Because why? Now come a flag, they know say for as long as everybody knows, say then they go church, then they serve God. They not say nobody will look there. So they go hide there. African problem is very deep. It's very deep. And before the solution will start coming is Africans have to start really accepting truth. I'm not here to give you the truth. You have to seek for your own truth. I'm just here to ring that bell to make you take notes and say, okay, let me also put this into consideration. Let me do research. Let me try to know better. Don't just believe because say your papa believe, your man believe, say your papa, your man don't feel like to you. Not blame them. They don't know. Now where they know rich, they do rich. You never see papa they abuse your own pikin unknowingly. You don't know, but you can't grow finish now. You can't get shadow traumas. So your father introduced you to Christianity does not mean is real. Your mother introduced you to it does not mean it's real. You have to find your own paths. You have to find your own way. You have to follow your own truths. You are more than what they are telling you that you are. It's deeper than all that. But they are bombard you with fear. The fear they are bombard you with always scare you. And because you did very scared now, you always look the other side. Let me take this call. I'll be taking a few calls and I will round up. Hello, Obota.
Hello.
Obota. Emi yaji Nosa.
Hello.
Hello.
Ogulame wa talk pe.
Domo Baba Obota.
Ogulame wa talk pe.
He said Domo.
O yo wo e ye do no mo wa talk mo. Today is against me ya do when I go talk.
Yeah, please do.
Domo sa o yo wo
Somebody said.
Video there. Yes,
please speak English so everybody can understand.
What I'm getting from your message from Oguname is about we not have to be stupid. We should know exactly who we are and Eminoli Loma. What came Eminoli Loma Agbo because is who are we all where. Wagabe pastor ni mawima lilikiania mati avinya dadi mati ale baba ze ya fefe mana inyamia we mani ilino saba gi agbona saba gi agbo emi ro no le lima di agbon kakabo na ti eyi na ti eso no boy irawo sawo egberi owa yawo Jesus Christ odo wuye owuko omanagbon oyiwo yo ko wana gbon ne awe ni eyiwe gberi de sokwe wo ya fi wede ne dupo na wo ta gbon na ya ke ya fi wede okay ave e pepa ya nya o sa ba we ke ri ti bible hire ejiri di mi ga ajo tisha ga akinke ya ke church ne then wa mi ge ave no sunu we bible na nya ropa do na atepe mani ti bible ne the bible to boy explaining ya fe my ma we Jesus Christ we e dey wo so kwa agbo ya fi wiri ene ai we ya fe ji even ave eboni atawa gani ropa no eboro ya unwo so sa obo age ya fe fun o sa lo bo no ko eyan ya ahun ni ma ni pastor ya mo wa era we Jesus Christ wiri gbe de we na fi mi wiri na pay 10% of your wages who do pay offering who do pay 10% of profit who do pay onona I will not me 1,200 1,300 we could do pay tax we want 120 who do pay offering by who do so see divide we don't maybe 200 to for we can do say go we are we boy na do na ya now because you know why you try but okay lord that we setting we boy na do that avenue cause you na mo we church pa ye Nigeria rin do ake brush here we po cause you every pounds different year or different in naira we better get you okay mo na je na neru ji ge kwemi amere mi amema fo coronavirus ma fo just we gbe lugan who we gbe coronavirus we gbe lucky ya okay e church ye von yo
yeah. Please speak English so people can understand you. Yeah, understand. Okay,
now I will speak English. So what I'm trying to say, yeah. Okay. The church where we they go now, they say, okay, Christianity. Christianity right now, church they full. Look, pastor, sickness come, sickness no go. Just they increase. Pastor. What pastor they do? Nothing. Okay, they say Christianity, Christianity. Jesus Christ, they come. Which year Jesus Christ won't come? Okay, our forefathers, we serve all those things with their life. Now, tell me Christianity never come. Nobody died. So now they watch everybody. They see Papa, they see Mama for inside church. 10% of your offering, you know how much it be? 10% of your offering, you know how much it be out of 1,220. You can't pay tax John now. You can't pay pastor they use Jeep, the wife they use one small car, it's speaking they use one thing. Use the way they pay tax at the offering, they use like say they waka. Go church. And the riches, we know they talk and the person talk about Christianity now, everybody go to resort to Guname. Nobody talk against Christianity. Now what the person know, that person say they do what he want to do. So if you want to make everybody better, everybody have to go to tradition. Everybody has to go back to tradition because the Christianity is a scam. They say Jesus Christ, they come. Which year Jesus Christ won't come?
No,
so Christianity is a scam.
Well, people
It's a
take
big
it
scam.
serious.
It is a big scam. You see all the pastors they have made because say they not see they make money now for this coronavirus. And maybe they keep coronavirus and more see the power now. They are going to more lockdown. They are locking more. The money country are going more lockdown.
Of course. Then
And people are still paying tax and offering. Are we fool? Can they go and please? Some of Moses go mountain. Can you see anyone of them will go mountain, go talk to God? Now, yes, okay, this one and the big pastor will say, okay, well, that church is a big church. So, if I let us don't be fooling us. So, either we go back to our tradition, we go back how to do things. If your mind clean, people with mind clean, the coronavirus not reach their body because now the sick cause and the thing will sick. I don't have a power to do things where they do everything for Nigeria. All of them, their children, they are doing very well. Nobody coronavirus key because if they don't eat, they sleep. Anybody will even the witch they plan to secure their children. But now their mind were not clean. Pastor and this thing when they carry money go give pastor. I got the pony they put so. Because once one tell the children, not fight God, not fight him.
Pastor Chris. Jericho.
One Baba. So anybody where they talk say make you not do maybe they hear the word they are coming, maybe they talk negative thing. Maybe they go they give pastor their tax and offering. Their father not get food for us. So don't carry money go give pastor. Their father they don't give bag of rice, don't give their father Baba they pay years where you are. Go and buy one bag of rice for us, go and buy one bag of beans, buy yam, John, and this one taking off our own mouth. But you see 120 pounds go put for your office, go give pastor. Don't not be stupidity.
Big time. Well, thank you very much for your contribution because I'm trying to make it short. So
God bless you, Papa. May I be listening? I know I'm that they fire you, man. I'm not professor.
No. This message is not for. This message is not for everybody. Yeah. It's not for everybody. So it's not for everybody. These are not.
Okay, Baba. The best message be this for the shop and they go bless. They will be blessed. You see how much you go save. You think it go better to you. Go down on your knee and pray to God. God is everywhere. Speak your word. The spoken word. They say Jesus Christ died. God put his soul for a man because they air. Even God saying they say God. When God now air. It's a spoken word. It's God. If you talk, come many spirits go take come. If you call so bad spirit go take come, go use and take work. If you pray for your children, pray for family, good spirit go take come, take go work.
Facts.
You have you yourself not be some. You'll be another person. You yourself is a spirit by yourself. They break. You put your need for God. Anything you believe, you pray to and say, Baba, in the ever, then I be going to move. The person will come, you go escape on because you don't already pray. Don't be weak. If this happen, many situations don't attack me. I go there very careful. Say I don't go pick up back on my way. I go there. I go put my neck, go ground. I go call the same God where the demon. They just say the pastor they call. He go answer me. I will come up for. I say I will come and go give testimony for church. But I don't mean say I know. Go that pretty. They follow me. They work. I don't know something. They work with me. Don't more Baba. Me give you me other person. Cause we talk
I'm happy for you. Wesley. I'm happy for you. Because when a man found the God within himself, then that man is a free man. When you are a man, you still have not found the God within yourself, then there is a lot of problem there. Big problem. So what we are saying now or talking about now, it's not for everybody. It will not make sense to everybody. It's not something to make you no. No. We are not here to make you feel good with this type of teaching. We are here to challenge your comfort zone. Yes. And the more love you get for yourself, the more you will start paying deep attention to that which is within yourself. Because if you think saying so easy, you not lie. Not lie. If you think saying just all about read book or thank God, is deeper. Many of you they use energies where you follow you on life, where you never they are aware of it. You they give the praise and thanks to things where you don't even get any idea of. If you know many things where they stand behind you, they do things for you, they make sure so they clear the path for you, then you know get idea of it. You know get awareness of it. And people don't brainwash you, make you believe on something different. So you must help yourself, Africa. Africa, your only hope and your only solution is to love yourself, embrace your truths, and go back to your own authentic nature. That's the only solution for you. And if you continue to hate those type of ideas, now you'll be the problem of Africa. Because what you're doing is, you are like that soldier where you go for war. The front of the battleground, you kneel down to beg your enemy, which is your opponent now, for bullets. Even if your bullet finish, suppose on a and fight anyone where if you still use hand catch, you catch. But no, you don't do that. You kneel down and they beg for bullets. The God of your slave master can never give you freedom. You need to know how to think. How can people where don't decide, say you now their office for this life, go can't give you God, we go free you. You see so many Nigerian apostles, all of them go travel, go Israel, go use poto water take bath, they'll say now River Jordan. While we go via for Benin, we go Osun River there. These are lack of knowledge. And you no ever see one Israeli man travel all the way from Israel. Say they go Shogbo or in the come Benin or Oriomo. One come back with our own water. They don't brainwash you. They don't give you a doctrine where they perfectly design. They don't give you the picture of Cesare Borgia. People where don't decide, say, you must be a slave. They don't decide. So the question is, what do you can decide? What do you want to be? If you don't already be, what do you want to remain? You have to answer those questions. Only you have to answer those questions. You must free your mind. If you don't free your mind, anybody will use you. Check Nigeria now. You know, say when the whole South they protest, all the North not protest. It is not just tribal issue. These are religious mindsets. Now tools to divide you. Now tools to separate you from your own people. Now tools to turn people around. You feel be all like me to be my friend. You say, I be all like this man. For let me be friend though. But this one this man not they go church now. Automatically, you know, get interest. Those are the things we're talking about. You say the whole Nigeria are blackmailing Benin Kingdom with the tag of witches because we kept our traditional belief. Exactly. That's what they are doing. That's why I start warning some of all these comedians now. All those any small thing, I do this. We don't want to be hearing those nonsense again. We still have something which 80% of Africans don't lose. They don't lose them. They don't get time again. Now make British no one release our artifact. They know the energy way they behind it. They understand metaphysics. They understand what is spirituality. We know what it be World War I, World War II. Those are wars of ideology, conflicts of ideology. You need to know what happen for the world. Not just book, and I said God, I said Jesus. Una pastor now don't still know anything, go just start open to page, verse. No, it's deeper than all that. It's deeper. If you want to restructure Africa, all those many churches, they need to excuse them. They need to excuse them. To excuse them, make them become small, which means if you be Christ Embassy, for example, each state you got only one Christ Embassy. Not be that be all streets Christ Embassy full. If you be Church of God Mission, however your name is, I know what they call names here. I need to excuse those things. No nation where those things for many they better. No nation. Because when people today religious, you can't comot their own logic where they supposed to think. Their common sense, you can't comot them. And you still wonder why Nigerians they suffer? Still wonder why Africa they suffer? Keep on the wonder. No worry, it go clear to you very soon. I'm very happy now. Awokuno don't begin. It don't start. Those stories where they tell now for your book. A lot of things don't start to they happen now. So if you not quit define yourself, now I know where you stand again tomorrow. Because things that they happen already now. But the question now is, what you know now? Outside the book, what do you know? Who are you as a man? Who are you? Without those tag, religion, I be Christian, I be Muslim. Without those job, I be doctor, I be lawyer, I be engineer. Without those tag, I be landlord, I be tenant, or I be this. Without all that, who are you? If you are not able to define yourself and know your own authentic self without even that name where they give you, then you have a lot of work to still do. You have so much work to do. Life is just deeper than, I say people here they follow. No. There are people who sit down. These people don't plan now. So okay, this group of people for hundreds of years, for thousands of years, now so we want make them be, now so we want make them till they think, now so we want make them many rich. People there where don't sit down around table for this earth, conclude say earth na their property. Now then go they decide the way everything go to the function. So those things where you they think for your head, not be your own thought. Now people they install and put because they watch TV, they listen to radio, your friends, people we tag with, your education, not to miseducate you. Your make you see a professor with PhD, he mind empty, not know anything. Because they know they educate you. They program you. They teach you how to think. They know oh God. They teach you how to think, how to see things, how to behave. Now what did they do to you with that? So the psychological warfare is real. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. May I just show a small example. Before election start for Nigeria, all the governors, what did they hear for their mouths? COVID-19, oh COVID-19, oh COVID-19. When election start, all of them, all the COVID-19 disappear. They can't begin to rally. Crap, people will lock down the whole states, so begin to rally. Everybody, it can't be like say COVID-19 and rumor. But I know they put too much attention on African politicians. And they follow their masters, and they listen to their masters because why? African politicians, they are just puppets, they don't get any power. Now later they oppress their people, now they know. They don't get any power to decide what they go on X. They don't even get level. But if you know, you know. They just did there to say, sir, okay, sir. That's what they are there for. That's why I don't expect nothing from them. I know where their limits reach. There are group of people where they decide them and give them order, then go just follow. Because they no get option. If they argue around, they'll freeze their Swiss account. They'll freeze their passport. During the election, you know, here they threaten people for their visa matter. All these things are orchestrated. So the more international friends you get, the more power you get for Africa. Because your masters are still in charge. You still know they control anything. And all this is because they don't put you on your knees, give you something when it's designed to destroy and disconnect you from your soul. So all Africans, where they addicted to religion, they are betrayer of our ancestors. You might, if you like, not like me, because you hear this. I know they come social media for like you. Ask people. You go even call me, I don't pick your call. I just they come here to give you the message. You not take my own peace, not to let it out. So I'm not here for followers or for like. I know they're interested in those things. I too even they busy for those things. You have to wake up. You have to know the time we have now. People around the world, they wake up. If Africa refuse to profit from this moment, since 2012, now their time finish. But the only reason the clock still tick now because there's no people to take over. And the few way don't wake up are so disorganized. Africa conscious community is so disorganized. People are so stuck in ego. You go even say, okay, we know say many people are still dead people for Africa. But now we don't see their life. So Mona come, Mona put head together, Mona do something. Then see they struggle. Because to awaken at different level, from the moment you know say they don't lie to you all your life, that one are the first step. Then you need to come now. The process, if you know the damage what they don't do to you, the chaos we will get for Africa conscious community now is you have people waking up, but they transfer their awoken into hate. I don't blame them. Imagine you are 36 years old. Now you can know say everything where they teach you now lie. The word where they show you since is it the words now your lie. It go build anger within you. Now maybe they see many people don't want to fund they insult religious people. No, I know they too like those things because those are waste of energy. You need to keep on growing. You need to keep on expanding because your consciousness, you need to keep on the expand. The more you expand, the more you connect. The more you understand the reality around you. If you want to start to know the lies where they tell you, start to go to study symbols. If you get knowledge of symbols, the meanings of symbols. Now you see something you look at past. No, do research. Try know why it be like this. How come it be like this? When it be like this? Use your own head. No, your reader said, I saw it be Bible said, I saw God to do okay, I saw it already be. No, that's not programming. Thinking like that. Now make you know they ask question. Now they ask question now. You don't ever see your pastor or Sunday service where they preach. Because anybody have question, come they ask question one after the other. Now lie. He just did there to tell many of them are still victim. They already enjoy the free things where they come from it. Many of them not still know, so not still be their fault. So it be like slaves where they enslave slaves. So the thing deep now, geometry. The more the pieces are, the more they wide. The more the pieces are, the more they wide. So what has been done to Africa, it's so deep. And the reason why it is so deep now, the type of people who organized this thing are people who understand the science of man. They understand how the mind to the work. They understand a lot of things where you know they're exposed to. They understand a lot of things we know they're exposed to. So many things. And these are not things you can easily understand. Because you need to be exposed to a lot of sacred knowledge, secrets, things that normally was designed for you never to ever know. That's why many people, they take the shortcuts. They take the shortcuts because this other side too look complicated. I beg you, this one they don't write down my kukuma follow and down praise God, thank you, I sleep. You they sleep, you know what is stand around you, they check on you to make sure say you sleep, wake up. You they go break now, the same you. Go still ignore them because you don't even know whether they exist. You never know that they exist. Many of you, since your father are late, since your mother are late, their energy, they follow now, they go, they help now, they go. But ordinary to even say me, you give prayers to your own papa with all late. To give, to just honor ordinary to put drink for ground, just honor your own ancestors. You can say, these are fetish things. So your ignorance now the virus where they eat Africa. So if you love Africa, start to pursue knowledge. If you love Africa and you want me Africa better, start to pursue knowledge. Make them become something where they obsess about. Just take it as a task. Say, every day, I want to learn new thing. May you see the way your life could be in 90 days. Your brain go rewire itself. All your cells go reactivate itself. Your DNA go rearrange itself. You're going to feel a very different kind of a new being. Stop to follow the same routine. Stop those things. Seek. Let something may get interest. Even if you don't know how to read. Because I know a lot of people excuse, when I go out here, my boss said, no, you don't get excuse. You don't get excuse. There are different ways you fit learn today, even if you don't know how to read. If you observe now, I speak in a very simple way. Because you still see people who say, I be your like Guname Betty too, they speak English. I know they understand. That. You always get excuse. You always get excuse. There's always an excuse for failure. There's always a reason why you fail. There's always a reason. Stop having excuse. Just do what you can do. So the most important thing here today is your ancestors. The things that come with you to life. They are all ready for you. They are prepared. They want to play the role they are supposed to play. All of them are ready. People are waking up, but it's too few. You need to wake up from the lies what they don't tell you. You need to wake up. That's the only hope you have. If you love yourself and Africa. If you know say you not ready, wake up. Stop to the complaint saying as Africa and not Africa. No, because now you be the problem. Sorry, I don't mean to make you feel as you feel, but that's the reality. That's the reality. If you continue to see our traditions as something demonic, you continue to see things where our ancestors do as something evil, you continue to see our culture, our way of life, you see some people now they say, I bet Igwe na ebo, I bet Igwe no da Igwe bo no, Igwe. Why America that they do Thanksgiving? You go see they live for America, still they celebrate Thanksgiving. We now say they do Igwe, you say na ebo. They see the brainwashing. They see the brainwashing. And the brainwashing. So what do you expect from a man where go feel your bad chemical, put for your hair? Now that one going to shock me, Pasha. You feel bad chemicals, put for your hair. Say you want get weak hair. Because you don't know what to be melanin. You don't know why your hair is strong. You don't understand science. You don't know why your beautiful skin dark. You don't know the 6 protons, neutrons, and electrons where come together, where they form these pigments, where make your skin dark. You don't know the power of melanin. You don't know say that be the power where they govern the whole universe itself. You don't know say without melanin, even Earth not going to exist. Because you don't know that, so you can't put cream till they bleach your skin. Because you don't know say now you be the center of melanin itself. You be the conscious self of this earth. Now you be the Khalifa of God itself. You don't know. So now you hate yourself. Because somebody don't teach you how to hate yourself. That's why they say, let us make man. Somebody will make you to behave and comport and do things the way they are pleased for it to be. I will be stopping this here today. I'm going to check my schedule. This is a new month. And then I will schedule a date where I will start my... It's going to be a series. Yes, I have to do this for our people. Yes, I have to do it. Normally, I'll be not the one that to do all this thing. It'll be like they go back to this way. Yeah, but yeah, we have to do it. So we have to go into the esoteric knowledge behind the teachings, so that you go come feed and see all these things from different angle. For example, when they say Adam, you need to know say Adam, not me say na man. Adam na era. Which means, okay, if you can't know say na era, meaning different men many for that era. Not be say na one man, one woman. Nothing like that. So you need to be educated. The secrets behind those words need to be exposed to you. When we say the Temple of Solomon, you need to know say now your brain that they describe there. You need to have all these messianic informations where go help you decode all these books. When you don't decode them, you can't know. Say, see what they hide from me, oh. But the truth be say, they need slaves. So nobody want me you know all these things. Nobody want me you know all these things. So that's why this type of message not still be for everybody, especially as I laugh. So nobody they take me serious, which is good. So this type of message not be for everybody. But those where they are sold already, the special old souls, where they all ripe. We don't ready. We be the choosing ones. They go get the message. I've done a teaching was it last year or early this year? No, it was last year. I titled the teaching, We Don't Worship Idol. It's series 1 to series 5. I believe so the teacher did this page. Also, but did my YouTube channel. From series 1 to series 5. I broke down all the energy because people no understand. The yo lokun the yo sango juju, the yo gun because somebody don't brainwashed you to see those things like that. So if you're interested, go and listen to those teachings. We don't worship idols. Now from series 1 to series 5, it's in my YouTube channel. Go and listen to it. Then you will now understand when we saw Romila, the meaning. Shango, Ogun, how your ancestors still know all these things. How they connect with these things. How these things they connect with the nature. How they connect with the mother earth. Why they can play along these things. You need to understand all these things. When you have all this knowledge, then you get right to choose. But see, you never know all these things. You just choose. Then you have been captured. Yes, you have been captured. I will leave it here for this evening. We will come back again and really deal with this topic. And I'm not expecting everybody to love it. This is not for everybody. People are more interested in toxic messages. Yes. If I talk to my fellow Beninad in Sultan, you'll see a 2,000 view go come. If that baby Biafra I want to talk to now, you'll see 1,000 people that run come. We know. And so black men be programmed for toxic things. Self-hate, self-destruction, self-sabotaging. Now pills where they give you constantly to the swallow because of lack of knowledge. We know the problem of Africa. That make we the propose to you say the only solution now to tap back into that which they try one disconnect you from. Because if you tap back into that which they try disconnect you from, then you no fit contain their small cage again. You know if you contain their small cage again. No forget the only difference between a slave and the master. Now, knowledge and fear. Knowledge and fear is the only difference between a slave and his masters. So you have to choose now. Do you want to be a slave? Or you want to be a master of your own self? Your choice is important. But I'm waiting your generations to come will still follow. So we'll drop it here this evening. Yeah, we'll leave it here like this. I thank you all who get patience stay even listening because these are not simple things that is easy for people to just sit down and listen to. So I thank you. That's true because now only 220 plus people they listen now. What a brainwash. Of course, now normal. When people can't even see the topic, they will just run. They will just run. We know all this drill already. The beautiful thing in this is that me, I don't even care. That's the most beautiful thing. I have just had a wonderful time. So those who are listening, maybe the profits, the non-profit, I am just happy. And that's what really matters to me. Being of service the best way I can for now. So I thank you all. I wish you all a nice day. I send you a peace. I send you a love. I pray for you that your divine self will keep on manifesting as self to you so that you can be exposed to your own hidden mystery that they don't want you to know. That's my prayer for you, for your own mystery to be exposed to you, for you to be revealed to yourself, so you can tell your story yourself. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Aprikwa. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.